Welcome everybody. How are you doing today? It's so very nice to have you here. I have been reading about these terrible fires in Los Angeles area, and I just want to tell you that my heart goes out to everybody that is affected by that. Our January intensive begins this Sunday, and I wanted to speak a little more about the theme of it, which is nervous system and desire for truth. Transforming trauma for awakening and for living in the world. You know, when I was in India with Papaji, and I'm going to paraphrase, not quote, I don't remember the exact words that Papaji would speak about this, but I heard him speak about how a wounded psyche is more inclined to search for solutions, has a deeper desire, potentially a deeper desire for truth, for awakening and for freedom. You know, and that's very important to remember, because sometimes when we think about trauma, when we speak about trauma, when we reflect on trauma in our own experience, we can hold it in such a negative way. And of course, trauma past can be challenging in our experience. However, it's also good to remember that there is the other side of that potential that I have seen so many times. You know, I have seen people that have been going through very challenging times in their life. And that's often the time when people turn towards searching or seeking for some other solution, for something different. You know, so on the one hand, we have this challenge, you know, on the other, out of that, sometimes the desire for truth clarifies and arises even stronger. You know, I spoke about this many times before, that desire for truth is a prerequisite for awakening and freedom. It is really what arises within your heart. It is really an expression of our true nature. And it is what brings us here, moment by moment. It brings us to Satsang. It brings us here right now to listen, to watch this video. And ultimately, it is what keeps our attention moving in the right direction. And you know, that's why I like to speak about this intersection between that very powerful desire for truth. You know, Papaji used to say it is what brings us across the ocean of samsara, across the ocean of suffering. And the intersection of that and the nervous system. Because I like to be very, very practical in my teaching, and you know, our ability to be here, our ability to experience what is present in a moment, our ability to not to lose the moment, so to speak, when past arises, it really is the practical application of our desire for truth. And so when we speak about the nervous system, when we speak about trauma past, when we speak about transforming it or the resolution of it, we are speaking about a greater ability to be here. And that ability to be here in a moment, you know, because we can, desire for truth can express itself in so many ways. It can be so, you know, welling up in your heart, but it can also be very, very practical in the moment, rather than being some, you know, just thought into the future. I desire truth in the future. It can be a practical direction in the moment. Can I be here right now? can I allow myself to be present to what is happening in this moment? Because that capacity to be here, that's a practical application of our desire for truth. So we'll be speaking about this and a lot more in this upcoming intensive, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing you there. I'm inviting everybody to come and join me. And if you are enjoying these videos, please like and comment and subscribe and share. We really appreciate that. It makes this more visible, and hopefully so many more people can benefit from that.